And now, brace yourself.
This is RaceOnTexas.com. RaceOnTexas.com. Your home for everything Texas racing.
All right, Race on Texas, we're joined by Troy Wren, who is helping put together the 7th annual Nolan Wren Memorial Race that'll happen this Friday night at Heart of Texas Speedway. And Troy, thanks for joining us. Tell us a little bit about the race this weekend and give us an idea, maybe the people that don't know about what the Nolan Wren Memorial is.
Well, thanks, Chris, for having me on for sure this week right before the race. It's a race that got started at Gator Motorplex, and my dad raced primarily in Big H Motor Speedway when it was a dirt track. We did race a lot in Waco on a Friday and Saturday show, back in the 70s and 80s also. Me and my brother have also raced there, so it's a track to where we've all did a lot of racing and been around the racing a lot, and I'm at a loss of words because Heart of Texas is one of the most oldest historical tracks around Texas in this area, and I feel like this is going to make the memorial race even better for the fans because it's kind of a halfway point between Houston and Fort Worth and everything.
So obviously it's happening this Friday night at Heart of Texas Speedway. And what classes? Give us just a little bit idea maybe for the fans that are coming out, what to expect.
You're going to have your regular Friday night classes, which consist of junior minis all the way to IMCA modifieds. You'll have some, just regular factory stock, I think is what they call them, instead of pure stock, and some street stocks as well. Then the feature class will be the ASCS Lone Star Region with Kevin Fry, and we're going to also have some Gulf South people making the trip up, and we want to thank everybody that's going to come out and participate in this track, in this race.
So we're excited. I know if people want to get more information, they can check out Heart of Texas Speedway's Facebook page at Hot Speedway. Where can they find out maybe more information about what this race means to you in the Nolan Wren Memorial Race?
Well, I have a Facebook page called the Nolan Wren Memorial Race. It's been up for, about 5 or 6 years. I've tried to post a lot of the little current situations on there. I'll have this interview on there when I get it, a list of the drivers that's going to be there. It also has a biography of from when he first started racing all the way that he, a little history. Dad turned down a Lynn College track scholarship and football scholarship in order to, marry our mom and start his racing career kind of from the start right after high school in a way too. So it has a little biography of how he got started into racing and everything.
So obviously an inspirational figure to you, an inspirational figure to a lot of race fans and people that have been around open wheel racing in Texas. This race being on Father's Day weekend, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot, Chris. We lost him in 2011, I think. It's already been so, it's hard to believe it's been that long, but, we always were real close, me and him and my brother, and we either went to the races and watched, or we were either participating, on Father's Day weekend, or if we wasn't racing, we were all together, doing something, and with this being there and being at Waco, and I remember watching him as a kid up in the stands, plus as I got older, helping him in the pits, and alongside watching, him run against the greats like Bill White and, and the one name that comes under, Archer's, some of the Estises that ran back then. It's just, it brings a lot of tears and a lot of emotions, and it's just it's going to be a good weekend, I feel. A lot of good cars.
So too. And I think we're excited, to see everything that you've done to honor your dad's legacy, and I think it's really special. And talk to us about some of the drivers that you have coming out this year. I mean, I obviously know that this is a big race for a lot of people just because of the name that's behind it. And talk to us about some of the drivers that you're going to have out there this weekend.
Yes. I have a list of drivers that I've already committed, which I want to make sure I talk, all of them have either, have watched Dad race. He's helped them in the pit set up their cars, or he's been a inspiration to them because they raced against us, and we got to know their families through the mini sprints, and now they're running the big 360s and everything. The list of the drivers I want to thank that's already committed to this race is Larry Howery, Casey Carter, Jeb Sessoms, Kyle Jones, Marcus Thomas will be there, Claude Estes, DJ and Colby Estes, which I want to thank all three of them for coming. Dalton Stevens will be there. Kevin Ramey will be there. Martin Edwards, Chad Wilson, Michelle Melton, and I can't even see the other one. I need some glasses too. I'll get that one. And Henson, Shane Henson, I think's his name. Those for sure have committed already, and I personally want to thank them on this radio show for doing this doing this on their Father's Day weekend, because I know they could either, be spending time with their kids or their dads and everything. And if they're racers like our family is, most of the time their dads and moms are with them every Friday and Saturday night too.
That's great, Troy. And I appreciate you mentioning those drivers. For those that are looking to make a trip out this Father's Day weekend, it's a great place to be at Heart of Texas Speedway. The gates open at 6 p.m. Racing starts at 8 p.m. That's in Elmont, just outside of Waco. Adults are $15. Senior military and students are $12, and children under 5 are free. So we hope to see you there this weekend for the Nolan Wren Memorial Race featuring the ASCS Lone Star Region Sprint Cars. It's going to be a great weekend. And Troy, thank you for everything that you do for racing, and we know that this is a big deal for you, and it's a big deal for all of us race fans, and we hope that we pack the pits, pack the stands, and put on a great show in honor of your dad.
Yes, sir. Hey, I would like to mention one more thing. I didn't want to mention it on any kind of Facebook, but I wanted you to be the first to know on this radio show. The ASCS has let the Lone Star Region, Kevin Fry, he runs it, or director of it. We have opened this class up for this Friday night, coming Friday night, to where the 305s, if they want to come, they can come and run with the 360s. So we want as many sprint cars as we can get. So any 305 driver that doesn't think they can run, they can come in and run this race with the ASCS Lone Star Region.
That's great news. So you heard it here first. 305 sprints running with the 360. So hopefully just a full class, a full night of sprint car racing, as well as the regular IMCA classes there at Heart of Texas. So, Troy, thanks for the time as always, and we look forward to hearing about the successes of this show, and then obviously finding out when the 8th annual Nolan Wren Memorial Race will be run. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.